White label SEO service providers. What are they? How can they help your digital agency? How do you contract a good one? And what questions do you ask when you're evaluating them? That's what we're going to cover in this video. Hi, I'm Damien Papworth from Globotel, coming to you from Down Under. At Globotel, we're here to help you design your digital agency to deliver. And by deliver, we're not just talking about delivering for your clients, we're talking about delivering for you. So your agency creates the income and the lifestyle that you want because, come on, let's be real. In business, that's what we're here for. In this video, we're going to work out exactly what a white label SEO service provider should do for your digital agency. And a quick tip, it's not about the SEO. And from there, we're going to go through the 5 critical questions that you need to ask a potential white label service provider to ensure that they're going to serve your agency properly. If you're a digital agency owner here looking for some ideas on how to create a better digital agency, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We're coming at you every Monday with videos focused on building better agencies. Now to our video. Okay, white label SEO services. White label SEO service providers. What are they and what are they supposed to provide for your agency? As I mentioned earlier, it's not about the SEO. If you're looking for a service provider to give SEO and that's what you focus on, you're likely to get an incorrect result for your digital agency. So what is it about? It's about scale. So I'm assuming if you're a digital agency already providing SEO, you know the result you're supposed to get, you know how it works, but you've come to a point where possibly you're running short of resources. You can't take more clients on. Maybe you're struggling with cash flow a little bit. You're hitting a point where cash flow and clients are both sort of tapping out with your ability with time to service them. And that's where a white label SEO service provider comes in. They'll give you the ability to scale your business, to grow beyond yourself, beyond your existing team, and take it to a next level with a combination of cost-effective resources. So resourcing is a big part of it, cost effectiveness is a big part of it, but also processes and style of managing SEO campaigns that enable scale. So if you're just looking, and this is an important concept to know, because if you're just looking for SEO when looking for an SEO provider, you're probably going to go in with a concept that they should do things the way you want them to do it. If you're going with that concept, you're not going to be able to scale much further than where you are already. So an expert at white label SEO and an expert SEO reseller, they will create processes and have processes in their business that are different to yours because they enable scale. A good white label SEO service provider will be an expert at scale. The SEO campaigns that they provide are just a tool to enable scale. So it's a different concept. Scale's the end result when you're doing white label SEO service provision, whereas when you're selling SEO direct to a client, the SEO results are the goal. So they're two slightly different focus. So when you're looking for a white label SEO service provider, keep in mind that the end goal for you is the ability to scale your agency. So it's interesting because one of my mates who does white label pay-per-click Google Ads services, he said this amazing quote to me. He said, "Don't hire a guard dog and bark as well." And that's the point. So when you hire a white label SEO service provider, you're probably doing everything at that point. You're going to need to transition a lot of the responsibility, never the outcomes, just the tasks, to the white label service provider. So be prepared to, you need to do the briefing and the client stuff at the start. The service provider will do the big chunk of work in the middle. Be prepared to give that up. But then you need to do the quality checks at the end to make sure that the client's getting the end result. So that's very different from doing the bits at the start with the client, getting involved and micromanaging in the middle. If you do that, you're not going to get the scale you need, and then also doing the quality checks at the end. So just be prepared to not bark when you hire a guard dog. Okay, 5 questions that you must ask and get satisfactory answers from a white label SEO service provider before you hire them. Here's number 1. Okay, this first question I think is the most important question you need to ask. And the question is this: as a white label SEO service provider, are you also a digital agency selling SEO services direct to market? Or are the owners of the white label service provider associated or also own an agency selling direct? Extremely important question, and the simple answer should be no, we're not. My view is, if you have a white label SEO service provider who's also selling direct, I would not use them. And the simple reason for that, there's two reasons for that. The first one is, if the white label SEO service provider is associated with an agency selling direct, or is a part of a digital agency selling SEO services direct, they're your competitors. You know, they're actually in the market trying to get the same clients as you are, trying to sell the same services as you are to the same people as you are. So on their side, I think that's a pretty big conflict of interest. On your side, do you really think it's safe for your business and wise for your business to give the details of the clients you're serving to one of your competitors? No matter what their intention is, as far as your own risk management in your business, is it a wise decision to give your client list to your competitors? Something to think about. The other reason though comes back to the previous point I made. You know, white label SEO services isn't about the SEO results. It's about providing a path to scale for digital agencies. Now, if someone's doing white label SEO services, but is actually a digital agency providing SEO services direct, their focus is going to be on the SEO. Their focus is going to be on creating SEO results. It's not going to be on creating a pathway for your scale. So the focus is going to be wrong. It's actually a completely different business. White label SEO is a completely different business to selling SEO services direct. So that's question one. Always, and maybe do a bit of analysis. I've seen some white label service providers that are actually agencies, but they've got different names to hide the fact that they're actually the same business. So do a bit of do a search on the business owners' names, you know, through the government channels. Make sure, see what other businesses they're associated with, what other businesses they own and you know, and directors on, and make sure you do some, you know, for that safety of your business and the risk management of your business, and also achieving the goals you want for your business. Make sure you do your due diligence around that. That's question one. Okay, question two is simple. What are the prices for your different services, and can you justify why the way you set these prices? And there's no right or wrong to this. This is more your style of agency. Some white label service providers are expensive, some are cheap, and there's a whole range in the middle. The cheap ones, typically because they have they get their resources from offshore locations, you know, Asia, Philippines, subcontinent, you know, some place in Africa, Eastern Europe, that kind of thing. So the prices can be low. The ones that have high prices usually have a heavy reliance on first world local resources. So maybe they include strategy, they include other bits and pieces to their output. And you know, the point is, what's the style of business that you want? Are you looking for cost-effective service provision, or are you looking for small number of clients, boutique-y, high quality, local, you know, maybe communication, that kind of stuff? The point is, sometimes I see very low prices also claiming to have 100% local first world resources, and when that happens, it smells a bit fishy. I wouldn't trust that. I'd ask to see more validation of the local resources. If that's the case, there's going to be there's possibly down the track a problem with that company might have problems with, you know, local labour laws, because it might be they're underpaying people, or if it's true, maybe they can't scale. Maybe they don't actually have a team, they're doing all the work themselves. And that means that you bring on 10 clients and all of a sudden 8 of your 10 clients are falling behind deadlines. So whatever your style is, just make sure the answer that is given is justifiable. Okay, question 3 is a big one around fulfillment for your clients. You still need to ensure quality outcomes, obviously. So the question is, as a white label SEO service provider, how do you ensure that you supply the quality in the outcomes of the services you promise, so I can feel comfortable about that my clients will get what they are paying for. And there's two parts of this, and I'll tell you how we deal with them at Globotel. First one is process, systems and processes. You want a consistent result from your service provider, so you know what you're getting every time. If you know what you're getting every time, you know what you're selling to your clients. So it's consistency you look for. We do that through rigid adherence to process. So we have checklists and processes for every service we provide. As the services are being developed, the checklists are checked off for every single client, make sure that everything's complete. We have internal audit about that, we have external audit about that, we have ISO certification. ISO certification is a massive global quality assurance certification that ensures the companies are doing, that any company, it could be engineering, it could be accounting, it could be anything, but ensures that they're doing what they say they're doing. In our processes, our operational processes, we actually have alarm bells go off when a service provision goes outside process. Sometimes there's really good reasons for it. The client has asked for something different, but an alarm bell goes off, a senior person comes in and speaks to the consultant and says what's going on. So processes and adherence to processes is massive. The second thing about provision of outcomes is guarantees. And with SEO, you can't guarantee results, but you can guarantee return on investment to a client. So you can guarantee that if they've paid money for a certain amount of time and the KPIs haven't been hit, you'll keep supporting them until we do hit those KPIs with no extra charge. And that's what we do for our agencies. So we cover quality outcomes through a combination of processes, rigid adherence and audit around processes, and guarantees. Big question to ask. Okay, on to question 4. Okay, question 4 comes down to your relationship with the service provider. You need to treat the service provider as an extension to your team, not as I'll dump stuff on you and leave it and expect it back. You've got to treat it as an extension to your team. That's what scaling your business is about. It's building a team that you can extend your reach with. So the fourth question is communication. How is communication done? Emails isn't a great answer because emails get lost all the time, especially if you're scaling. If you've got 100 clients and you're sending emails and managing every single one of them, email's going to get lost. So it's got to be a more robust system. You need to find a provider that has a system where all communication is captured. If things are missed, because sometimes things are missed, we can go back and find and say, yeah, absolutely right, let's sort it out. So satisfactory communication protocols, escalation process, help desk tickets if things are going wrong, escalation beyond that if you're not being satisfied. Communication is key. Okay, final question, question number 5. Okay, the final question you need to ask is about the arrangements that the white label service provider has in regards to flexibility for your business. What this basically means is that you need to ensure that you have full ownership of all the things you need. I've seen portal systems and platform systems with white label SEO service providers where they basically create a trap that you can't get out of. So you load up a job in their platform, they'll own the Google Analytics accounts, they'll own all the traffic reports and the analytics reports, and if you are not happy with their service, it becomes a nightmare to leave and find another provider. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that they're your clients that are being served. It's not the white label service providers' clients, the retail clients that you've sold to. So you need to make sure that the client owns key things that they should be owning, like domain names, hosting accounts, Google Analytics accounts, all that kind of stuff. They should own all their assets for their business. You should own all the things that are important for the management of your clients. And also, you need to maintain a level of flexibility in your business so that when things that you do change, you can actually move on without unnecessary duress for you and your business and unnecessary duress for your clients. So just make sure that the structure that you are entering isn't trapping you in a way that you lose control of your business. So I hope you found that information useful in your search for a resource partner that can help you scale your agency. If you've got any questions, put a comment in the comment section below and we'll make sure we get around and answer them and help you on your journey. If you like the video, please like it and share it if it's appropriate. If you're looking at a way to get started on your journey to scale, we have put together a fully complimentary 30-day Kickstart course. So it's a course designed fast track. We've done it over 30 days, but you can do it at your own pace. And it's designed to get you started on your path to scale using a resource partner. I'll put all the details in the comment section below, so you can just click through and have a look at your own time. That's it for now. I look forward to coming to you next week.